says there. Alright, so let's see. Packages is going to be, let's see, Puppies, idle clicker, and womp womp womp. Okay, we have everything there. Here we have the EMG file, so deploy path will be, what is this? I think it's just puppies, right? Now let's go ahead and do the deploy. Let's check in the package.json. Or we have yarn deploy, builds it, and then deploys it to GitHub pages. So let's run yarn deploy and see what happens there. And then on idle again. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. So that should deploy. So let's see, Slyboot Studio / puppies. Bum, bum. Let's see. GitHub. Slyboots. Puppies. Let's see what's going on. Settings. GitHub pages. Setup. Oh, did I just miss the slash? No, there isn't a GitHub page here. Okay. Oh, I bet. No. Let's see. Are there any issues? There's no issues there. Okay. Let's see. I think it just maybe takes a minute. There it is. It just takes a minute to publish through GitHub. Okay. So it can't find view page source. I think it just needs what, the slash in front of it. So we go to deploy path, we do that, we come over here, yarn deploy rebuilds the project, puts the path correct. Okay. So let's see. I should put, let's see if that's gonna Slybus account. View page source. It just needs that puppies to get there. Okay. So Grogu has a game he gave to me. Puppies idle clicker. Okay. We have some settings, some building costs, some sprites, buttons, resources, Shinies, buildings. Okay. We got a whole slew of stuff here he wants put in. Upgrades. Okay. He's got some icons, but we're going to go ahead and use the noun project for all this stuff. You got puppies, building up. Okay, and then all the upgrades. And then achievements. Okay. So let's see what this is. If we go to our boilerplate, let's just see if we have this working now. Okay, good. There we go. So we've successfully deployed the project. So we'll go ahead and share that later. Simple little clicker about dogs. Had a few. Last week. Okay. So let's. The first thing we want to do is. See, we have our header. That's the idle boilerplate. And what is that 00? What is that? Layouts, header. Oh. Let's just get rid of that. Okay. But it looks like we need a nav bar, and we don't have a nav bar. Oh, you know what? Let's see. If we, that's because we're on main branch. What if we go to, what does that give us? Okay, here we started to build out a nav bar. And I'm getting an error here for minors. That's because I bet that's in the routes. Or it's in the navigation. Yeah, I should be able to go to the sinks and generators. Okay, let's comment out that because we haven't defined those pages yet. And minors is part of the store. That's our UX set. Module minors. Yeah, let's just get rid of that for right now. Okay, cool. Okay, let's check out main. Let's see, git commit removing errors. Okay. So we're going to start with, let's see, we'll start with the route. So I'm using a boilerplate. Using a boilerplate that I started going down a kind of a fantasy route about. We're going to go ahead and pull out this theme about mining and wizards and dragons and whatever, and go with the theme that Grogu had sent over to me. We're going to have our main page, which is probably going to be some sort of account summary. Then we have our generators. We're going to have, here, let's flip over to our spec here. Yeah, so you have buttons, resources, shinies. So the button is sort of a simple clicker that generates the stuff. Resources, right? This is probably stuff we'll just put up in the header. Shinies, okay. And then buildings. So buildings are going to be what we are referring to as generators. They're going to generate puppies, which is also the currency. Upgrades. So we have generators, and then typically there's like a sink. In this I'll call it upgrades so we're on the same page with the vernacular. Those are views. What else do we have here? We have building upgrades. Okay, so what was this? Different upgrade. So I guess that's still going to be an upgrade. Okay, I know he wanted, what is it, achievements. And, oops, there you go. Okay, those are achievements. What are these? These are just more upgrades. So I guess we'll just start with that. We'll have like an inventory page. I guess I'll call these buildings. I guess buildings is the main way we're gonna generate our our currency. So if we go into views here, we have bars, game, main. Main has the loot chests. Let's save this for a second. Save as loot.view. Let's go ahead and just clear this out. And this is going to be our main or our inventory or our summary. And that's what we're going to do. And we're going to go ahead and clear out any of these components, any of the data. Get rid of all this stuff. Just not going to do anything here. I guess we need a div there. So now, okay, we need our other ones. So save as, oh, oops, I saved that as loot. Whoops. Let's go ahead and there we go. Let's go ahead and open up our main view, and then we're going to save it as buildings.view. We're going to save it as, we're just going to create like a placeholder here. Okay. Buildings, upgrades, and buildings. Seriously, why can't I save as? This is weird. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and create a new file called achievements. Okay. So that should be buildings, upgrades. Okay. So in the router. Okay. View. And then these things aren't used. So let's go ahead and use them. So buildings will be at /buildings. Upgrades at /upgrades. Achievements. And now we have, okay, did I misspell achievements? I've missed an I somewhere. Right there. An E in the router. View achievements. Let's see. It's there. Okay. And I see it here in my views. Let's just refresh here, make sure we're looking at our most up to date. Can't resolve view achievements in. Okay. In the router. Okay. Oh, it's because slash. There you go. Okay, here we go. There's our main page. We're going to go ahead and, for right now, where's our app? Put a nice little VIF 0 on the footer. And let's go ahead and get rid of that. We're not making a congregate game. We don't need. There we go. And this should now be full screen. Cool. It's got a container fluid, a row, a refresh. Why isn't it? Hold on. Actual size. Yep, it's not. Why has it got that border around it? Because it's in a column? Let's look in the header. The header is just a div. The nav bar is just a nav bar. I'm curious. I probably don't actually need to wrap this. I could just probably do container. Let's see. Let's inspect, or actually, here, we'll do this. We'll put a style here. Border, all the divs are going to be border solid red. There we go. Okay. I think I'm just psyching myself out here with header, div, justify, border, bottom. Oh, why has it got a class of div? So the view app title that it's trying to print is in the env instead of Eiler boilerplate. We're going to call this what? Puppies idle clicker is what he'd like. Now, because it's an env file, we're going to just go ahead and restart yarn so it rereads. And once that's back up, we'll go ahead and refresh. Puppies idle clicker. We'll go ahead and put an icon up there later. This game is going to have a handful of icons, I believe. Okay. Let's finish out what we were trying to do with this nav bar for a second. We have buildings. We have upgrades. We have achievements. Okay, we'll get rid of all that stuff. And now that is one menu. We have both a mobile menu and a non-mobile menu. Let's see, BTN. I think that's it. I don't think I have to do anything else. Hold on. There we go. This is grouping them funny, isn't it? Oh, and where's our router? I want in our router class to be active. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Building, so building should be active there. Let's just try it for a second. Let's just do like a font weight bold just to make sure we can tell the difference. So when I'm on the buildings page, you can see buildings is bold. I can click over to upgrades, upgrades bold. This will make a lot more sense when I actually change the title of that page to buildings. Yep, good. And then upgrades. And then we have achievements. And to simplify this, I'm going to create a folder in here called this, and I'm going to put my bars, my game, my loot, all in there. I'll use those views as examples. Okay, so what's going on? Why is let's see, hold on just a second. Let's check our CSS for a second. Okay, we're just using Source Sense Pro. That's great. Home. All right, all of those look nice. And then if we go down to mobile, we do have a basic, like that'll need some additional styling, but we do have like a mobile friendly navigation here built in with Bootstrap. I'm using Bootstrap 5 to build this, and the framework I'm using is Vue. If you've heard of React or Vue, yeah, one of the modern JavaScript frameworks. Okay, so home, building, home, yeah, upgrades. Let's go to upgrades for a second, make sure yeah, upgrades should be, oop, nope, cancel. So let's see, home, buildings, upgrades, achievements, great. It's a nice place just for a second to commit our work. Created the new views, okay? Commit that to GitHub. Okay. Now, I think I just need to go up to, we have what's on our main, we have, and then let's just check our index. Okay, cool. So this is pretty straightforward. I've got no special styling here. This row, we've got a container fluid, a column. Oh, what am I doing wrong here? I don't know that I need that. What's with the padding? How did I have this before? Is it that I don't need the container fluid? Do I save that and put that around just the router? Is that what I do? Okay, that's a bit better. Here, I'll knock out the red, and you'll see what I'm saying. Okay, there we go. All right, so now what I want to do is inside header. So component layout header. Here I can do div class container. If I do container, it's gonna do like it's gonna center it a little bit. Yeah, let's do fluid. That way we take up the full width of the page. Oh, that's so interesting. Oh, there's Grogu's script right there telling me that a wood cutting event has happened. Great. Okay. Da, da, da. Let that do it. Okay, so we're going to move the border bottom up to that element. There we go. You go Puppies idle clicker. And justify the elements between. I guess the idea is that up here eventually we'd have, what is this? We have Puppies, and then we have, what? We have snacks. Let's get rid of the title. I guess these wouldn't be H5s. We'll just make them regular. Justify content between. That needs to be what, a deflex. Cool. So we have idle clicker, puppies, and snacks, and we could just put, we'll just put a number here for right now. Cool. So we'll revisit this. Now let's go on to, here, let's take a look at our spec again. Buttons, make more puppies. Click this to make more puppies. And so it's interesting. We could have a button that was always available, right? It doesn't have to be on the main page or the building upgrades or achievements. It could just be right up here in the header. And if it was that, it would do something like this, right? And just for the time being, let's go ahead and put in a button tag class btn primary, and then click, and then boom, click like that. Maybe we do it as a btn small. I would just let it be that way for now. That's fine. So that's the button. Here's the resources. Shinies. On click. It looks like it's a boost. If you have a clover, so a boost is 1. If you have clover, boost 4. If you have a chance, a 25% chance, get at least a 7 or between 1 and 3 minutes of puppy production. So this is a boost, and then what does it do? The lucky puppy grants you Scooby snacks. So frequency 60 frequent variance. So okay, this seems to be like some sort of timed bonus that every minute and a half or so, minute to a minute and a half, you get to click it. I'm not sure where to put that for right now, but just we'll call this the lucky puppy. We'll have another button there, and we can move these things around later, and when we start hooking up their functionality. But I just want to get everything kind of on the page. Okay. Then we have buildings. All right, now this is where we're going to bring in some of the stuff that I've already made. Okay, so let's go to our building page, and let's import a building from going to go components, and it's going to be a building. Components building, and then we're going to use building. Cool. And it's like, hey, what do you mean building? So the buildings are what I call generators, and so we do have a template here. In fact, I can just do this. I'm going to import generator, but call it building for the sake of the view. And that's going to actually give him, let's see if we can do this. I think generator needs something. And if we go to, here we go. I go to building. Let's see if we can get this thing to load. Oh, it's struggling. Let's see. What do you want? What do you want? Cannot read properties. Oh, that's because we need a resource gold. Okay. So for right now, I'm going to say gold is 0. Resource label. Let's do this. Struggling here. Here, let's clear the. Ooh, yeah. Okay, we go to buildings. What's going on? Okay. Unhandled error during execution. Schedule looks like view has an internal bug. Let's go ahead and just get rid of the add resource so we're not listening for that event yet. Let's just get this thing to appear on the screen. So generator is going to have, let's see, the way I did this before, we had a miner who mined gold. Yeah, I think that's all we need. Add resource, add resources. Something is crazy looping there. All right. Let's go into generator and see what's up. We have the animation bar. To animate simple progress, duration, props. Okay, I wanted this to be a little easier. Resource is gold. Why is it? Sorry. Let me just look at the income. Right, the props is label, resources, right? And then it's going to figure out its level, which is fine. So I don't think these things are going to have level, like they're not going to gain experience. So I'll go ahead and make a copy of this one. That just removes that. Method, get next level, add resource, decrease, duration, increase. Right, because this one allows for the upgrades to happen. Yeah. This is just endlessly looping, so we need to stop that. Looped true. Let's just turn this false for a second. Let's not worry about. I'm going to go ahead and close the page and open it back up. So let's see the building. So puppy cage, then we're going to have a description. It's going to have a production rate, 1 puppy every 10 seconds. So the countdown will take care of that. We're going to grab an icon from the noun project. It's going to have a cost, and I believe on click animate a glow. We've got like a building cost increase and a building cost refund. Okay. Yeah, so that's like a nice base amount. Every building cost goes up by 115. And the refund amount is 50%. Cool. So we need to be able to buy and sell buildings in this case. Cost on tick, yeah. So yield 0.1 puppy. So instead of there being a tick of 1 second throughout everything, I'm going to have it so that these components have their own individual variable ticks. This one being 10 seconds. Then there's another one that's like 3 seconds or 1 second. And it's unlocked, right? This one requires 100 puppies earned, 600 puppies earned, 4,000. So that'll be something that we are keeping track of separately from your actual how much you have in your bank. We'll have to keep separate how much you earn so that you don't buy and refund to speed up that unlocking. Okay. Well, let's see if we can get back into this app. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. I think I have some. Okay, so we don't have a miner. So here, let's close these extra pages. We don't need them. We're going to go to buildings. Our first one is going to be, what do we call this? Oop, let me close that one. Puppy cage. Puppy cage. And we're going to have a description of a tiny little cage. Okay. The resource label is going to be, well, we know that pretty much. Yeah, it's going to be puppies. because there is going to be a second currency. Okay, so puppy cage, level 1, experience, duration. So this original generator that I built, you could decrease the generation, you decrease the speed of the tick. You could also increase the base income. That would give you a total income. We're not going to do this. This was for more of a character, like a miner, who would do something. So let's go ahead and just make a copy of our generator. Save as, and we'll just call it building, since that fits this. It doesn't gain experience. We'll just call it building singular. And we're going to go ahead and just load that one. And now we can hack at building. So what do we have? Do we just have a buy? Okay, so let's get rid of that. Level, right? You're not doing any level or experience, so we'll get rid of that. Okay, oops, progress bar component. Yeah, then we don't need the progress bar component because we're not progressing. Okay. And then, so what we don't have yet is our description here. The props were a label, a description, and then here we actually have a duration is the prop that I'm going to pass in. It's going to be a type is a number, and to prevent some sort of crazy error, I'm going to make sure we have a default of at least 1. Otherwise, we're going to get some sort of like infinite loop thing going on. Actually, I'm going to just do a default of 100. Duration, type number. What's going on here? Oh, it doesn't like it that we've also defined it as that. So there we go. And then we're going to take out all this experience stuff. Unexpected mutation. Oh, right. Because we no longer are going to decrease the duration, at least not within here. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to double check. Are any of these descriptions long enough that I can't put them up in the header? Yeah. Let's just do this. Let's put it right here in the card body. Let's just drop the description right there. Right? And that should show up. A tiny little thing. And then we'll do this. We'll put in a div class. We'll do a margin bottom of 3. So I'm not going to write a lot of CSS. You're not going to see me write CSS. I'm using Bootstrap for my styling, for my formatting. And it's going to let me work quite rapidly. So there we go. Hello cage. And then you probably need to know how many that you currently have, right? Because you can buy so that is actually what we refer to as level. Except instead of level being something based off experience, we're going to actually, I guess we'll do it as quantity. And I guess, yeah, you start out with 0. No, it's, yeah, because the way the game is done, you have to click the button first to generate enough until you can buy your first generator. That's how these are done. So level is no longer going to be a computed value, but a hard-coded value. Progress to level is not going to be a thing. Experience is not going to be a thing. Next level is not going to be a thing. Add resource. Okay. Now we're getting closer. How is this looking? And then, so this would be something like this. Space X, and then you would do something like quantity, right? So there we have 0, and maybe we put that outside of the bold. Now, what would be fun is, let's just hop up to the noun project for a second. And let's do a search for a puppy. And there was one here he pointed out yesterday. Where is it? He's like seated and sort of looking back at me. There he is. Let's grab this guy. Let's go ahead and change the color. Maybe a darker brown. Okay, let's pop open this. Let's see if we can find a nice tan. I guess we could try this for now. Let's download the SVG. Oh, what was that? What is this guy? Yes. Yes. Fat puppies. That's a thing. Wow. Okay. So we have our SVG here. Awesome. Let's view our source. Let's just take our source and let's bring it over here. And just to get the initial layout in place, let's go into, so a card, animation bar. If I was to, let's do, what do you need to do? Puppy. And import puppy. Components. No, wait, there's a thing I can do if it's an asset, right? Because I don't want to, I mean, if I do it as a component, I can easily style it, change its color, make variations of it. Okay, great. So we're just going to do this. Puppy SVG, import puppy, and we're going to call it as a component. We're going to go ahead and create a component. Here's the template, file, save as. Go ahead and give me a puppy. And then in the div here, let's go ahead and just paste our SVG and get rid of the rest of this. I don't know that we need the rest of that. Puppy, puppy, puppy. Let's go to building. Can't resolve puppy SVG. Oh, sorry. I just called the component puppy. It should be puppy SVG. Okay. Unexpected question mark and tag name. Yep. Let's get rid of the XML dump down top. Oh, it's huge. It's huge. Look at that width and height. Let's just set it to be 100 pixels and a width of 100 pixels. And now we have a much more reasonable dog there. Okay. So the fun thing here is this fill color. If I put blue here, or I put red here, and so now, right, I can actually just make this. I'm actually going to go back a little bit so I actually have the do I want to undo? No, actually. We're going to go ahead and do this. I just need to copy back in the template for the JavaScript part. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a prop called color, and it's going to, the type is going to be a string. And by default, it's going to be white because that'll show up nicely with this dark background. And then the fill, I'm going to put the colon at the front. That's going to tell the fill property that I'm trying to bind it to one of the view properties. And then I'm just going to put fill is color, and that should make a white puppy. And a width and a height. Cool. But now, okay, so this is where we can start accomplishing a lot of stuff really easy, right? So we could have the same variation of the puppy in red, and actually it doesn't even need to be bound, it's just a string. color equals green, color equals yellow, right? And now these are different tiers, right? So this is really cool. I once worked on a game called Eternity Tower. The developer also grabbed all their assets from Noun Project, and you know, here it is. I've created 4 different tiers of rarity. I'm reusing the same asset. I'm just passing in like a rarity. And actually, if we wanted to make this look like some of the games we've been playing, what do you start with? You start with kind of a white, which we don't need to call out there. Green or a a light green. No, I can actually go and find the green that like Idle Quest uses. After that is yellow. After that is orange. After that is red. There's our. Oh, we have blue. Blue's in there as well. What is blue? Yeah, blue is between the green and the yellow. All right. Ooh, it looked good for almost a second. Let me just check. Womp, womp, womp. Yeah. Green, blue, yellow. It's funny because that green really should be next to the. I mean, this. Yeah, the proper rainbow color would be like that. That's much more pleasing to the eye. But anyway, so that's how we create a reusable component. That's an SVG. Cool. And then, so what we want is, just for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and comment those out. We have 1 puppy. Now, I'm going to do a, what is it? I could do a deflex. That may be the best. Deflex, and what is it? Was it justify content start? And I need a div at the bottom. Right, so I'm creating 1 div with the puppy, and then 1 div for everything else. So we're just going to do like a content wrapper class. Doesn't mean anything right now. And then we're going to closing the content wrapper and then closing our deflex. There we go. All right, and actually this, if I do justified content between, it should push them apart. There we go. So we have our description. This is obviously not the icon for puppy cage, right? This would probably be just for puppy, but this is fun. Cool. Okay, so let's change around what these things mean. First off, the scale. We are going up by 15%. So this is currently scale is exponential. I could change it so that it was a percentage. That would be fine. But just for right now, I'll do scale of like, yeah, that. And the max levels, there would be no max levels. You can buy as many of these as you want, right? Because we can actually write, we can put a cap. Oh, hold on, there's a limit on fortresses. I think that's the only one with a limit. So I have it built in already that if you wanted a limit, we can do a limit. It's not called duration. I don't even think we need a title for that. Decreased rate. I think it's just purchase. I could just put buy. That's got puppies duration. I mean, we just simplify this. We get rid of this leading stuff. We just have, what is this even doing? I mean, what is it, column 12? Have a little bit more width. Then we got total income. Oh, I guess we can, I mean, if you wanted to, we could do total income. How many puppies are currently being generated from this if you have, um, oh yeah, that would be fine. Here, where's total income? Total income would be a computed value. Yep, this level times this income. What, per second? So per duration? Okay, okay. So total income, so would be, wait, what's it trying to multiply? Sorry, it's multiplying level times income. So income is 1. But sorry, we don't have level, we have quantity. Quantity times, okay, so total income, 0 puppies, but we need some context, per duration, seconds. So 0 puppies per 100 seconds. Okay. Now let's get this to spread out. We have a row, a border bottom, border center. I almost feel like this thing right here. I'm just gonna take this and put it in the header. Div class. Yeah, actually, we'll just put one div, and then we'll put the other one. Get rid of the column there. That's going to put the two next to each other, and then we're just going to do justify content between. That should push them apart from each other. We also need to probably drop the deflex in there, the display flex. There we go. Puppy cage on one side times you got your quantity. 0 puppies per 100 seconds, and we can just simplify that with a little slash and an S. There you go. There you go. And what would be fun is down the line here, you replace puppies with a little icon. Maybe it's that little icon shrunk down to like a 20 by 20 icon. And that's going to take up even less room. So now I want to get this. We have the description, so the content wrapper. Oh, it's like only as big as it needs to be. Ugh. I kind of want to do it like here instead of a deflex. Let's try this. Ugh. Hold on. There we go. There we go. A width 100 on that content wrapper, and we can do a we're gonna do like this. Let's do a margin end 5. Let's see if that puts a little bit of space. Oops. A little bit of space there around the puppy. Okay. All right. And now to clean this up a little more, let's take away that bottom couple of things. We don't need total income down there at the bottom. That looks nice. Looks like it's coming together. We get rid of that border bottom. We don't need border bottom. We don't need padding or margin at the bottom. I mean, even this is now a little bit too spread out. Let's look into upgrade simple for a second, because it is a row, a column with text end, and a row with text end. Oh, I see. Well, let's just try this. Reflex justify content end. I feel like that's actually not what I want. Let's just keep it row for right now. Yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about the layout of this. I just want to get things on the screen that can do functions. We can worry about the a tiny little game. That's not what it was. A tiny little cage. Okay, so let's go back up to buildings. A tiny little cage. All right, puppies. Good. Right, the duration that we're going to send it is, what was this, every 10 seconds? Yeah, and it was going to generate, so the amount, right, and so the amount or the income is 1. So if we have income right here is a data property, but really what we want is, or sorry, it's part of the data. What we really want is to make it a prop. We're going to do income, and the default is going to be 1. Okay. Unexpected mutation of income. Oh, because we have something here that can manipulate income, don't we? Increase income. We're going to get rid of that because you're not allowed to manipulate props. Okay. We also don't have anything that says, okay, now quantity and income. This dot income, this dot quantity. I don't understand. Why is it not a number? Here, let me just refresh. There it is. Okay, we just had a weird thing. Invalid prop income, expected a number with a value of 1, got a string. Okay, so we need to go to, what do we need to do? Go to buildings, and what do we need to do? Put that in front of it, and put a duration. Is that what it wants? Okay, it wants those things bound, otherwise it turns them into strings. Okay, cool. Duration, income, resource, puppies. We want to say, so we did our description, right? Shoot, sorry. Card. Hold on, I'm a little bit lost now. In that bar. Here. Oh, the duration, content. Here we go. Here's the description. And then maybe what? Right below there, we do generates. Oops. Each. What do we call this? Label. Generates income per duration seconds. And we can do a thing later on that would, if duration happened to be 1, resource label. Yeah. Each puppy cage generates 1 puppy per 10 seconds. Okay. Cool. And then the upgrade cost. Oh, right. This is the other part we need to put in. The cost. So that's going to be part of this. Cost default 10. We're going to go up to buildings here and do cost of 15. And then where did the upgrade? So it did max, it did scaling. We need, I think, what is it? Base is going to be 15. Is that? I think it's base cost. Let's look at upgrade simple. Base, yeah. Okay, so now if we look at the app, okay, so it's already multiplying it, and I'll adjust that. But it's already taking the 15 and then raising it to the power of 1.1, and then rounding a bit. So we'll reset that, and we won't use yeah, we'll simplify the math here. What I want to get going on now is I want to get this thing generating puppies. Actually, I want to save the progress we've made so far. We're gonna work in on building puppy SVG and buildings layout. All right, cool. And just for yeah, good. Um, okay, just clicking a few things. Okay. 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 Let's see now. Okay. We need to get this thing working. So the way this was working is I have a component here. Here, let's close down some of these other ones. Okay, our building. Our building is made up of actually two smaller components. Let's get rid of that for right now. One being the animation bar that we see up there, and one being upgrade simple. So animation bar is just it's a progress bar that shrinks over time. And when it reaches 0%, it fires off an event called completed that we can bind to anything we want. In this case, we're binding it to a function called add resource that is supposed to be here in this feature, this function. We're going to actually just comment that out for right now. So if I refresh, okay. So now what I want is to figure out, excuse me, why this isn't working. If I hit looped true, this you should see it below, there it is. Now when that hits 0, it should fire off an event. Yep, there's that resource. Okay. And this shouldn't run at all if you don't have any of these buildings. Okay, I should keep that in mind. So something like this. If quantity is greater than 0. So that should get rid of it. Yeah. So you need to buy it first. And so we can't buy it. We don't have any things. Now, if I just go up to our main chat, not, sorry, main chat, main view, app. We're going to go into main or buildings at the moment and give ourselves 100 puppies. That button, boom, that number just went from red to green. I now have plenty of puppies. So now I can buy. I'm going to buy, and now, oh, that did not like it. Ah, that's because, what did that? That was the upgrade for increased duration. This should be for increase quantity. And we need a function for increase quantity. And that's going to take a cost, and we're going to escalate that cost on up, a negative cost, and then this dot quantity plus equals 1. Okay, let's refresh. Let's buy. Okay, there we go. It's working. Now, it didn't decrease the number of puppies I had. It did increase the number I need for the next one. I have 1 puppies. So this pluralization, we solve this if we replace that with an icon. I can do something where we dynamically change that. So that's not difficult. I buy it again, and I've got 2 puppies every 10 seconds. See, okay, and now but add resource. So let me go up to my buildings, and I don't have a function for, okay, just right now. Add resource is add puppies event. And then in the methods, we're going to do add puppies, and it's going to be a quantity. And it's going to be this dot puppies plus equals puppies. No, sorry, quantity. So what we're going to do is we're going to pass up a negative number. All right, there we go. We just spent 20. Ooh, that should not have done that. Hold on, let's refresh. Okay, I'm going to buy. Okay. We have not connected our, oh, this is what it is, add resource. Whoops. This is our total income. This resource amount per tick. Oh, that's if we were trying to keep track of something internal. So I'm going to buy 1, 81. Okay, so it did give me 1 immediately. I could change that. It's not a huge deal at the moment. Yep, there goes to 82. So there we go. We have our generator working. Okay, so let's go ahead and just at least GitHub save that. GitHub building properly generating income and can be purchased. Okay, so I'm going to buy 1 more. I'm just going to wait. Cool, and then we can just speed this up. If I just change direction to 1 and income to 10, boom. That's a nice upgrade there. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and now we also want our header tying into this. So actually, another way of doing this. And then what do we want here? Div class home. No, but we do want margin bottom 3. There we go. So what do we got here? If I do one now, even though hold on, let's refresh this. Refresh. There we go. If I buy one, oh, let's try that again. Interesting. I wonder. Hold on. I'm trying to debug this. Yeah, look at that. Oh no, I guess that's working. Oh, because it's gonna call. Let's see, 91. Interesting. I wonder if it's calling completed more than it should. But now it does look good. And then the nice thing here, ooh, that adds a lot. It's almost like it's keeping track of it from the start. Okay, well that's definitely something to look into. Okay, so I'm going to make a note. Look into resource generation from animated bar when delayed. It seems to trigger the event multiple times when you make your first purchase. So, okay. I think that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and look again at the spec. Building. Unlocked. Okay. So, you unlock these when you earn a certain amount of puppies. Okay. Hold on. But let me see this. The nice thing would be that we only reveal them. Like we only reveal like the next one so we don't show too many. Or we could do it so that trying to think. We could reveal the next one, or just we just I guess. Do we just show you the next one when you finally unlock it, or do we show that there is a locked state for it? Pretty easy thing to determine later on. But we have a house. So we're going to go to buildings. And this one's going to be house. And this is going to be a bit roomier. And then this is going to be a separate I mean, the locking in this case could be very simple because you could just do v if earned puppies is less than 100. Yeah, so it would just not even be there. I'm gonna put earned puppies at 0. Add puppies, and then what would be nice is I could reuse this, and then I could do is earned. Maybe I can try to do that. Or something like that. Maybe it's a payload. No, I have to do something like, okay, this is what I'm thinking, right? It could be payload, and then it would be payload.quantity, and I would say if payload is earned, then this earned puppies plus equals payload quantity. And this way we can reuse the same add puppies functionality function and use it both for really any of the manipulation we want for this currency, and earned puppies will only go up. So that's going to be a payload. So now I need to just hop back into building for a second, and it's going to increase quantity is an add resource. So that's going to be amount. What did I say? Quantity before? I want it to be amount. So amount is that, and then add resource. Yep, add resource would be total income, and then is earned would be true. Okay, so you see, in both these cases, for both adding resource and increasing the quantity, right, the purchasing, we are calling a function on the parent. We're emitting event from an event from here called add resource. On the buildings view, we are listening for that event called add resource. Passing that to add puppies, which is the resource. And this payload coming in, we either have an amount. Okay, now, okay, let's go to right here. Let's drop that down to like an H4, so it's not quite so big. But right here, let's put our actual div class. Here, we'll just do puppies and earned puppies. Okay. All right. So what we want is if earned puppies is less. Oh no. If earned puppies is greater than or equal to 100. There we go. So now what should happen is after 10 seconds. Whoa. Yeah. The way that. Okay. So that worked, but okay. I get a bug in there. Animation bar should be. This thing's way too much time. Okay, I may need to figure that out later. But it is revealing it when you earn a certain amount. So okay. And then let's see. Okay, so for our second building, let's look at our spec for a sec. It's going to cost 100. It's going to generate one puppy every 2 seconds. So duration is 2. Income is 1. Okay. Let's save. I'm going to slow this one down. Income of 1 every once, or income of 2 every 1 second. That way it won't shoot up too much. Let's copy it again. Puppy coop. Much nicer home. Puppies can live. Oh, cool. I got the boss kill. Nuts. I gotta be honest, like Grogu's script in my ear with the little machine gun thing telling me to go look and click on it. Oh, okay. That is with the boss kill. Oh, that's exciting. Exciting. We could do a whole stream of just commentary on what's going on in Idle Quest, but we won't. We're just not going to talk about that. Though it is fun. Apparently, I mean, it's not fun. It's interesting that Black Pearl fell apart today. I have no idea. I just saw a bunch of people went over to yeah, that's a topic. That's a topic to talk about that I know nothing about. I just know that none of them came over to my clan because, of course. Um, let's see. Okay, we got buildings, and then what we got? 600 earned. Now, this right here, just to case in point, this right here is a lot of like manually defined building. Really, we want this all abstracted out. Like a lot of these things you could put into a Google spreadsheet and you can edit this stuff in a Google spreadsheet. This is one of the beautiful things about these types of games. You do not really need to know coding after like you had a nice boilerplate project like this, where a lot of this stuff, a lot of this stuff, you could abstract out to a spreadsheet where you just had, you know, all of these things just, cell one, cell two, cell three, right? So it'll be a nice place to eventually get it. But um, okay, this yields 5 puppies per second. So duration is 1, income is 5. Um, cool. Add puppies event. I think that's it. So now if we go over here, oh, and now I've already. Ooh, hold on, refresh. Okay, now I'm gonna buy one. Okay, so as soon as I earn, something went wrong. Oh no, I have to earn 100. I thought I just had to earn 10. Yeah, I need to speed that one up. I don't want to wait that long. Income is 5. Or no, I'm gonna do in income is 10. Okay, so here we go, 70, 80, 90, boom. There's our next one. And now we're gonna go ahead and buy one. Now at 600, we should see our next one. 500, boom, Peppa Coop. So, I mean, right here we have the basis of an incremental game, and we have our first step, right? I got 3 different generators. The making puppies, right? I've got 1,000 currently with a total of 1,400 earned. So even though we're only spending with one, I'm tracking the other one. So we can do that. Um, what's going on? Deep Hazel, gosh, 3 clan rushes in what? 2 hours? Damn. Nice. Nice. Um, okay. So What else do we need to do? Let's stop right there for now with doing these generators. Let's go. Let's move on to a different piece of functionality. We have upgrades. Okay, so what does this do? Wellness complete. And what does it do? +1 puppy per click. Increase the yield of the puppy button. Okay. Do you buy it? It requires 10 puppies earned. Okay. At a cost of 100 puppies. All right. And then what's the next one? 50 buttons. Okay, so these are ways to just increase the yield of the puppy button. Are these all just puppy button yields? Oh, I see. And here's the built-in upgrades. Um, Yield cage by 2, hutch by 2, the coop by 2. Cool. Mm. Okay, so you've got so that one does. Wait, do they all do that? No, I see. Here's Pen and Meadow, Village and City, Citadel. Okay. Okay. Well, let's code one of these. Bum 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 bum. There it is again. Go to the bosses. Grogu's freaking script. Do you guys hear that when it goes off? Do you guys hear my sound, or do you only hear my voice? You know, hear the little machine gun sound that plays from Idle Quest. Let's see. Let's grab one of these. Well, we need to rig up the we need to rig up the button if we want it to do anything. So I guess yeah, we're gonna have to put okay. Time to move over to our store here. So instead of gold, we're gonna have puppies. We're gonna set puppies, 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 puppies. We have add gold, remove gold, remove puppies. Can we ever go below 0? Probably not. Excuse me. I don't know that we need this. Not right now. This are mutations and actions. Our getters. That's our state. Okay. Now hold on. We're at 278. We're almost there. Last third. Here we go. I should put Idle Quest whenever we have a boss. I should put the Idle Quest on the screen so we can all watch it. 150, 100. I think I'm going to be pretty close here. Let's see, guys. Let's see, 51. 5,000 hit points away from the kill. Close. I don't do that much damage, though. I have great accuracy on my character. Great accuracy. Terrible damage. It makes me want to push to level 100 combat just to do more damage because I'm capped. And I'm capped at just a shit amount right now. Thermo Bear. I like that name. I like Thermo Bear. Okay. So add actions would be add puppies, and then actually I need to pull in another example from the store. It's been a while. Let's go to GitHub for a second. And let's pop into, the lab. Just get the format. Get the format of this. Let's get the store. So what we want to bring in is the commit, comma, the amount, and then it's commit, what is it? It's commit add puppies and the amount. I think that should do it. And then what we have is getters. I don't think we'll have any modules in this. It's not that big. Set puppies. Oh, the nice thing here to keep in mind too is, yeah, we'll want to format these numbers. Oh, are they already formatted? They're already formatted. Okay, I already did this. So if you put in something like, let's see if this works. If I put in, excuse me, if I had like 1,000,000 puppies, yeah. So here it's put in the commas in the right places. not up there because I didn't tell it. Oh yeah, not up there, but here. Good. Okay, good. So we don't need to do anything else. Let's go back down to 100. And actually, what we're going to do is we're going to import the state Vuex. Import what's it? Vuex or import. What do we do it? Map state. Excuse me. And map action from Vuex. And the state that we're going to do is computed map state, and I think the state that we want is just puppies. And we're going to do this and then get rid of that. And now to know that this works, map actions is never used. Oh, I actually don't want to be, I guess I could be here. Oh, I just realized the one problem with this. The way I'm making this run is that, oh man. Okay. The way I'm making this run currently, it won't do any generation when you're off the building page. So the logic of how much should be done and per second, the loop itself needs to be in the Vuex. Okay, that's a later refactor. That's fine. We just have to, all these things, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So this page, okay, it's gonna do that, earn the puppies. We also have to keep track of earned puppies. So this logic right here, the same logic we're going to bring in here, and we're going to just say this is going to be the payload, not the amount. And payload dot amount. So we're definitely, for example, adding the puppies. And if it's earned, we're going to be adding earned puppies. Payload is earned, and then so what we need what? We need add earned puppies, earned, oh, that's not a word, earned puppies, and then I think I need to go get some dinner. So what I want to do is at least connect, let's at least try to we'll get this working again and then try to get the clicker button. And then I think we'll call it good. Puppies and then earned. Oh man, I'm not spelling that one at all. Earned puppies equals 0. And so let's put this down at let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. That way we know that our Vuex state is hooked up correctly when we see 1, 2, 3, 4. And then add puppies. Yeah, so we can actually just map the action of add puppies and hit save and just get rid of this function. And that should do it. So, that's very angry at me. Object is not building at line 63. Methods. Building or buildings? Buildings. Object is not a map action. Is it? Let's see. Map. Actions, plural. Got it. Okay. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, it's properly actually hooked up to the data store. 1, 2, 3, 4 with a by. Okay. Oh, as you see here now, it's not puppies. Oh, because I'm not done puppies earned. I'm just pulling puppies. So puppies and then puppies earned. Or sorry, did I call it earned puppies? Let's see. Earned puppy. Yeah, I call it earned puppies. Earned puppies. And make sure that in my data store I'm calling it the same thing, earned puppies. So here, let's try again. But this isn't going up still. Let's see, what am I doing wrong? Earned puppies is already defined in the data. Oh, I need to pull it out of the buildings view. Yep, right there. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. All right. So now this will be quite simple. Now let's create a component called, and we're gonna keep some of this functionality here. I'm gonna refresh this so it stops animating. We're gonna use the same. Here, let's just commit this. Okay, so we refactored the buildings view to use Vuex. Great. Push that up to main. We're going to make this button actually do something. The click button. So what was it in our header? Here, I'm going to save this as, we're just going to call it the button. The button. There's going to be one that does this. It's not going to be a view. Let me put it into here. Move. Yeah. The reason I wanted it, the button, is it already is mapping the add puppies functionality. So we're going to get rid of components. We're not bringing in anything else. We don't even need to bring in the state. We don't really care how many. Oops, gosh. We're gonna do. I guess this is the. I'm trying to think. We don't really want the button to know. All the button should still tell the state is that it was clicked. So I'm just going to say the button click. Right? Is that? Yeah. The button click. And now we're just going to cut this whole thing back to a simple button class. btn primary the button. And actually, now that I do this, like, it's sort of overkill to have. This is going to be one line of HTML with a click of just the button click. But I guess we'll see. This makes sense to me right now because it has to pull in the data store. I mean, there's a way to do this where you can, yeah, this is the elegant way that I prefer to do this. So that's fine. It's going to map the action, the button, no data, no computeds, just the method. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go into our header, and instead of click, it's going to be the button, right? And then we're going to import the button from what is it, slash components, the button, the data, and then I like to put under name, I like to put components here, or yeah, components. It's an array of, and put a comma. All right, there it is. There it is, there it is. Now, when I click it, it's going to do the button click, and that doesn't do anything yet in our store. So I'm going to do that, the button click. We're going to need access to commit, and we are going to do, I guess it's going to be, it's not going to be a payload. We actually aren't passing anything in. We aren't passing anything in. So the question is, when I click this, does this count as puppies earned? For right now, I guess we'll say yeah. So we're gonna do this. We're going to give ourselves an amount of puppies. We're gonna record that we earned those puppies. Now, rather than calling both functions like this, I could do the same thing. Like I could do this logic here in add puppies. Yeah, I kind of like this. This is just nice. Let amount equal 0. Okay, so what do we need to do here? Let's look at our button functionality. Okay, puppy button. Click yields 1 puppy. So amount is going to start at 1. If you have the golden touch, and a chance of 1%, yield 1 Scooby snack. Okay, so there's a benefit to why you'd keep doing this. It's going to create a currency that is very rare from your generators. I think you have to get all the way down to the fortress to be able to generate these. Click this, yeah, and you want it to wobble when you click. Yeah, that's a nice CSS animation. Make more puppies, name, make more puppies. Okay, so the label is just make more puppies. Sure. Let's go into the button and just do make more puppies. Description, click this button to get more puppies. So look, I'm just going to throw all this stuff on here, and then there's a time and a place to do some different styling and stuff like that. This is fine. We're going to throw all the stuff on here and then clean it up later. But now let's see. If I click this button, oh yeah, you see that? See those numbers change? There we go. There we go. Now, what do I have to get up to? 100. At 100, it's going to give me, boom. All right. We've rigged up our button. So let's get source. So let's see. Added in the button. Push origin name. And then let's here. The nice thing is as well, you know what? And this actually could get to the point where we don't even need a component anymore, because I realized if in your header you wanted to display the your currency, then you're already bringing in Vuex. And if that's here, I'll show you. If you're gonna do this, we're actually gonna probably just get rid of the button now, because the moment you do this, map state. And I do computed, and I bring in map state of, what do I want to do? Puppies, and then what do we have? Snacks, right? And then I do this snacks, and then I do puppies. Now this isn't formatted yet. I have to just tag that in a sec. Puppy snaps, map aptions, and then so what I'm going to do is actually I'm just going to grab this whole thing from the button and just bring it right back in here, and then under method, actually I'm just going to again grab the methods and just put it right there. I think that might be a little easier. Get rid of the button. I mean, there it is. functionally still works. Now you notice up here, up top, it doesn't have the comma. So what we want to do here is for puppies, want to do to locale string. Is that, this is a function. There we go. That's what you do. And then we'll do the same for snacks. It is going to do, where's our state? We have it open, don't we? Here, we have snacks. And we have what? We're going to put 4 snacks. Just to prove that it's hooked up correctly. Click this, get more. Yeah. There we go. Cool. And then what I would do is go back into buildings here for a second and just kind of clean this up a little bit. Ooh, not by deleting the entire file, just... Oh, that's interesting. What is... Why isn't... What is going on? BTN secondary? Router link, BTN link. Okay. I'm just looking at the navbar while it's styled differently. Oh, because those are the links are from the mobile menu. Is this what it's supposed to be? And then you could see the difference. Ugh. I'm not sure about this. I guess. Okay, home, building. That's a bit better. I don't like how it's like. Is it moving the whole? Yeah, it is. I don't like that. What if we just did button link? Yeah, what if we did this? Is anything going to shift? Oh, it does shift a little bit. Ugh. Okay, we'll figure that out later. Okay. Yeah, we'll leave it link for now. Oh, it's because we're making it bold, isn't it? It's because it's bolding. Okay. If we go to our router, instead of making it bold, can I do like a border? Okay, now I'm not getting a jumping. That's nice. Ooh, or just get an underline, right? What is it? Border bottom. Yeah. Oh, that's something to style later. I think maybe just border looks fine for now. Okay, cool. So if I go to building, right, make more puppies. All right. I think I'm ready for some dinner. I think I want to thank you guys for giving me some time, just watching me put this together. We'll continue with this. I think we got some of the basics down. I think the next step is working in some of these. I guess there's 2 big next parts. Upgrades. I think achievements would actually be. I think achievements are going to be really simple, because what is the achievements required just to have? Yeah. Oh, so yeah, this is good. You want to know when it's clicked. You want to earn a certain number of puppies a second. Yeah, to just have a certain number of snacks in your inventory. Easy. Um, but then I have to get the generation of the things outside of the building view and have it run no matter what view you're on. So I think we may refactor some of our logic here so that it's actually fitting something similar. Yeah, I just need to move it up to the view X and put the loops up there. Um, hmm, hmm. Yeah, I'll think about it. Because I like how it's currently done. I like that bar, but it may be just easier if yeah, I just have to put the game loop in the Vuex and have um, it just run through on a tick. Um, I think that's I think that's fine and simple enough, and then we just have one game loop there. Okay, well that'll be for next session. So if you guys want to watch the next time I go live, go ahead and I guess I don't know what it is. You follow me. That way you get an email when I go live next. Um, it won't be tonight, tomorrow, so it'll be like probably Wednesday night, kind of Wednesday, Thursday. I'll stream again and do some more work on this. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful evening.